Hi, beautiful souls, and welcome to my corner. Today I kind of really want to talk about something serious. I received a phone call from my future mother-in-law, and she was talking to me about how her granddaughter is cutting herself. Uh, this child has been experiencing a lot of bullying and no protection from adults in school, so we're really getting on this case, trying to help her get through to this. She has been showing signs of that she hurts herself, or that there's a potential that she can, which unfortunately she did, and this kind of brought me to how I should do a video and talk about my experiences when I was younger. Not just going through what I went through. I also want to talk about how my daughter went through the same thing. Um, it's a tough issue. It's very serious, and it should not be taken lightly when you start seeing people cutting themselves. People might laugh and joke around and be like, oh, that's stupid, that's ridiculous, why would you do that? It's all about control. It's all about the fact that whenever you can hurt yourself. Um, and that kind of makes you maybe a little bit stronger dealing with other kids, because, that age, and dealing with, life's problems. You cut yourself, you feel the hurt, you forget that moment about everything basically that happened, right? About the bullying, you forget about your parents' addictions, you forget about responsibilities, um, because at that moment, I apologize, I'm getting teary-eyed. At that moment, you just feel like you're in control of hurting yourself because you can manage it. You can either hurt yourself when you want to or not. It's just a matter of control. Because you feel like you have no control when these people are, telling you things and bullying you and pushing you and hitting you and calling you ugly, and people don't realize how much words can actually hurt. It's very hurtful. Think about the things that you say to people. Think about how. Sorry. I'm sorry. Think about how just words are just so powerful. They can cause so much damage, and at the same time, they can bring you so high up that you feel like you're in the clouds. But those words that really damaged you, just please, just think twice. Think twice. The things that you say to people. Think twice about the things that you say to that little girl that's always wearing, the same sneakers, the same sweater. Maybe it's because her parents can't afford it. Maybe they're going through a hell lot of things. Maybe she's being neglected, or maybe her mom is in an abusive relationship and she can't control it. So many things that people are going through that you don't even realize. And you, as a kid, I'm talking to the kids right now. You, as a kid, you go ahead and you start, oh, look at, wearing them cheap shoes, or and wearing the same outfit all the time. What, your mama ain't got no money, but you know what? Yeah, her mama has no money. If that's the case. Just because, your parents have money, always remember you're not the one with the money. It's your parents. Stop. Just stop. Stop being so mean. Realize and start using your sensitivity. Realize how much you can hurt people, how much damage you can cause. Does that give you a power trip? Is that what it is? Just gives you a power trip, so you feel more powerful than that person, so you're like, yeah, I have the control to make that person feel bad. Why? Because what's going on in your house? Why don't you start reflecting on your own life and what is going on in your life, and stop being a bully to other people. Stop hurting them so much. I mean, there's no reason for that. Open up. Just because you see that that little girl that you're bothering right there has a very loving family and you don't, and maybe that's the reason why you're being the way you are, analyze as to why you're being that way with others. Okay? I cut myself. I have the scars for life. It's not going to come off. I got the scars for life. Every day I remembered why I did that. And yeah, there are times that I think, damn, I was stupid. How could I have done such a thing? Why? But then I realized, there's always a reason why we go through things. Unfortunately, my daughter was going through the same thing. Bullying and stuff, and she started cutting herself. She started by picking scars, That's how you start, by making one little thing huge, and it looks awful. I didn't know what to do. I was crying. She didn't know about my story. They asked me, "Mom, why you got those scratches on your arm?" "Oh yeah, cat scratched me when I was young, and scratched me really deep, so it and that was always my story." I was embarrassed for a really long time to tell my kids what I did to myself. But that right there, what happened to me, my story, saved my daughter. Saved her from going through what I went through, because I didn't just cut myself. I started taking pills. I died. I literally died. The ambulance was in my house. They revived me. I had died at 14 because of so much crap that I was going in my house, And she told me the other day, "Mom, the reason why I stopped was because of your story. You told me that if you had died, you wouldn't have had the experience of having me or my sister. You wouldn't have had the experience of being a mom, being our mom. We wouldn't even be here." And that right there changed me. And I decided to stop. And if my story can help others, then I want to share it. So be it. I'm not embarrassed anymore. If my story can help others, share away. Tell them. Just stop. Seek help. And I know it's hard. It's hard to talk to people. It's hard to explain to people why you're doing it, because you're scared that they're going to laugh at you. You're scared that they're going to tell you why you do it. You're stupid. Here, you want me to get you a knife? Those things don't help at all. They hurt. They make things worse. They make you feel even more worthless than what you're already feeling. I know that. But look for help. There's always help. There's always people out there that are willing to listen and to help you. And I ask you, bullies, please stop. Stop being like that. Stop. Analyze your lives before you destroy someone's life. You know that's going to follow you for the rest of your life because you hurt that person, because you might have caused that person to even try to kill themselves. I just ask you to please stop. Spread love. Spread light. We must love each other. We need to stop all this hating and all this bullying and all that. Kids nowadays are not sensitive at all. They need to be sensitive. Be a human being, for crying out loud. Feel. Show people your passion, your feelings. When you're angry, show it. When you're in love, show it. When you're happy, just show it. When you feel you're hurting because someone is hurting you, show it and let people know. Talk to them. Open yourself up. Please. Now I thank you for joining me and listening to my story. Namaste.